So I want to come and want to take a deep dive concept of embracing solitude and share the connection that solitude has with self-discovery and self-love. So I know I'm not the only one, but have you ever felt like this pang or discomfort when you're alone? Feel like the world just kind of closing in on you? Feels like you can never just take the time to gather your thoughts. Thoughts are moving at you 1,000 miles a minute. You can't even just grab one. That's normal, especially in such a fast-paced world where in that world, we confuse spending time with people as being loved. And we kind of shy away of spending time with ourselves. Isolation and things of that nature are kind of frowned upon in such a social world. So let's just take a quick moment to appreciate the moments that we have in solitude, because solitude is a tool for self-discovery and personal growth. What it does is it allows you to retract and pull yourself out of all of the noise, out of all of the distraction, out of all of the chaos. And it allows you to sit down and really evaluate yourself internally, externally. You get to hear all of the internal dialogue that you have with yourself. You get to hear all of the negative things you may tell yourself, as well as all of the positive things. But if you never take the time to pull yourself away from that noise, then how can you listen to that inner voice that you have? How can you confront that inner voice and those emotions that you have head on? See, the thing about solitude is it's very uncomfortable in the beginning if you're not used to it. And sometimes life can force you into solitude. But when you choose solitude voluntarily and you take that time for yourself, It's such a beautiful, beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful tool on the way to your healing journey, on the way to self-discovery, self-mastery. You learn all types of new things about yourself that you didn't know. Now, all of these things may not be positive, but that's okay. Because once you identify the things that aren't positive, you can work on them. Once you identify the areas that are positive, you can strengthen them. So embrace those moments of solitude, embrace the alone time that you have and cherish it. Because when you do this, you work on yourself and you become a whole individual. When you become a whole individual, you then can cultivate relationships in a more healthy way. You can be a whole individual to others around you. You can give yourself to everything and everyone around you in its entirety without being deprived of anything, because you've taken that time to build yourself and become whole by yourself. So the ultimate goal of solitude is to strengthen yourself in the world around you so that you can present yourself to whoever and whatever in your truest and most capable form. So embrace it. It's a beautiful thing. It's something that we all must come to face at one point or another. So embrace it as soon as you can. So I just wrapped up this park workout and I got some good money. I came out here and I did 10 sets of everything. I did 10 sets of pull-ups, 10 sets of push-ups, and 10 sets of dips. For the pull-ups, I did 10 to 12 reps each set. When I got to the later sets, I only did 10. I started off with 12 to 15 reps. And then with the push-ups, I did 20 to 30 reps. And I was switching the grip, right? I was going close grip, semi-wide grip, wide grip, banging them out like that. So I'm about to go hit this gym and go get some weight training in, hit these legs. I gotta grow these things. But I wanted to holler at y'all about Solitude. So I came out here top of the morning so I can beat the sun and beat the crowd that comes out here, avoid the noise and the chaos, because I wanted to embrace my solitude. Come out here, get some fresh air. I can hear the leaves rustling on the ground and in the trees. I hear cars flying by, it's a freeway right here. I hear the wind blowing, and it's a very still yet serene sound and feeling. And the atmosphere is just beautiful. It's beautiful to come out here and gather your thoughts, collect your thoughts in solitude. I was having a chat with my boy earlier, and we were talking about solitude. And we had said, isn't it ironic that when you're alone and it's the quietest around you, oftentimes that's the noisiest because of all of those thoughts that you have ministering to you, all of those voices and those conscious in your mind talking to you, telling you what you need to be doing better, telling you what you can be doing better. Basically, man, sitting within that noise and chaos, and sometimes it'd be unbearable for a lot of people. And I've for sure been there before. But certain things in my life, due to choices that I made, forced me to be in solitude, right? And in that time, I learned to appreciate and cherish the solitude, cherish the moments that I have to myself. I know a lot of times when you're alone, you feel lonely. And that's why a lot of us, because I've fallen victim to this at times too, but a lot of us will sacrifice high quality solitude with low quality company just because when you're alone and those voices and the consciousness in your mind ministering to you, that dialogue is so uncomfortable for a lot of us to face. And this is my message just to tell y'all, man, face that. Listen to those voices, but learn to decipher which ones are real, which ones are productive, and which ones aren't. True growth comes from embracing solitude. Because when you embrace solitude and you learn to love and appreciate solitude, when you decide to give your time and your attention to someone else, you'll know when that person is deserving of it and when they're actually appreciating your time and attention. As will you appreciate somebody else's time and attention. Embrace that solitude. So just a message, just to let you know that solitude isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace.